Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. It's a follow-up to the video on the questions about the YouTube ads. Not long after I did the video I thought I'm going to get to the bottom of this one way or the other, and if I'd have just simply pressed where we in that got channels, when we're putting a video up, that you go through a certain, like sections, and one of them is when you put the ads up. You used to be able to decide where they go, what type of ads they were, and at the side of it, it had something about the ads and it said learn more. Never mind. Press the learn more, and this is not exactly what it said, but roughly what it said. Basically, they are letting us. Let's concentrate on the mid-roll ads. So all the ads that you see in the middle of people's videos, they're put on the whole. If you're monetized, yeah, that's the word. You will have a say on the type of ad that goes in your videos. They can be the sponsor card, which you now see in all these cards appearing in, as they call them, in the corner of the videos. You will see, you could choose, if you had a skippable ad, that's where I used to go. I understand YouTube have got to make money, but at the same time they make enough money that all people needed to do was a skippable ad. If they really wanted to watch an ad, they could watch it in full. But that's all I ever used to put on mine, skippable ads, if I was going to put any in the middle. And then non-skippable ads. Obviously, you had no choice but to watch the person was making you watch that whole ad, and they'd get a tiny bit more money for that, I would imagine. Well, in this bit that YouTube had put, it said, we are trying to make you channel people, that's what they call them, content creators, that's it. It's all sales bull. We're trying to make you more money. We all know they're not. They're trying to make Google more money, which is obviously the main parent company. But it just sounds good. We're trying to make you more money. What we're doing is to make it easier for you to make more money with your ads. We're now not giving you the choice what ads type you can put. So as I say, I couldn't choose, say, to have a ad for Airfix on my channel, as in one of their proper ads. I couldn't choose to have one for trainers or a particular car company, whatever. It was just that they did let us choose the type of ad that we could run on the channel. They've taken all that away now. We will not have any choice of what ads, and as usual, it's carefully selected for us. Is it Hellas Like? It's more AI. As I said before on the last one, they said, if you don't opt out every time you make a vid, they'll stick these mid-roll ads, and they're supposed to go in like pauses in the video. They're AI. It doesn't. It's every 3 minutes, which is why you get some people are quite happy to do that. But I'm telling you, all you'll just do is get up people's noses, and they won't watch your videos if it's But they've more or less ended up doing the same thing. So although I can choose to have them or not, I've been watching lots of people's videos yesterday, having no choice in the matter of the length of ads, and it's gone from on average, be fair to them. Each video, or every other video, was slightly different. Sometimes it would have one skippable ad, then it would be but most of them had a skippable ad, which you have to watch. You had to watch about 50 seconds of it, or it was just a short 50-second ad, and then you had the 3.5-minute ad. So, if you think about it, if you're doing like a 20-minute video and you decide to put 2 mid-roll ads up, you're forcing people to watch. What did I just say? About 10 to 12 minutes worth of videos. Adverts on a 20 minutes of 30. It's just they've turned YouTube into a television station. Like in the UK we have ITV, so that they run adverts, and up till 10, 15 years ago, I don't know, 10 years ago, we had a moratorium on how long they could run ads for in the UK, and they let them get, after like 10 years ago, we'll say, it could have been longer, they said, oh no, instead of like 5 minutes, they're now running 9-minute ads. Well, this is the very reason why more and more people are turning off mainstream television and going for these pay-per-views, and the main reason that YouTube are trying to push us into buying their premium subscriptions. Well, it's no secret I don't have a lot of money. Now, I'm not getting the little violin out. You know, we will always be a world of haves and have-nots, and compared to what a lot of people don't have, I have a lot. But I don't have a lot to pay £30 a month, if it's £30 a month, I believe it is, just so I can not watch adverts. And a couple of the guys have dropped comments, go, oh, you know, it's all right being, I'm not having a swing at them, but you can say these glib things like, you know, well, great, if you've got the money to have a £30 ad thing, fine. And some of the lads had said, well, lasses, whatever, you know, ad blocker, yeah, get that as well. But I'm not just bitching about me having to watch people's ads. I'm bitching about me having to enforce ads of those lengths on other people. I've said I don't ask for anything money outside of the ads. I said to you in the last video, I don't think it's a big, in the old style, it wasn't a big ask to watch 5 seconds of ads and then press a skip button. It just gave me a tiny bit of money to buy a couple of treats a year. As I say, every 6 months I'd be able to get a model or a bust or some figures, whatever it was, you know. But I don't directly ask you for anything, and I didn't think it was a huge irksome thing, especially as I'm a viewer myself who's sitting at this bench for hours and hours and hours a day. It wasn't, I don't want to watch all that stuff, and I'll literally just turn off a video if I think that what I call mugging me, you know, especially for what you get paid. When I see guys sticking like 3-4 ads up on a video, we don't get paid. They even took away, they lowered the payments. So all this about getting us more money, it's just that they're salespeople trying to make us into salespeople, and it ain't happening with me. I'm not going to demonetize because I don't have any income, and as I say, it's not a lot to you. As I say, when people go, oh, 30, it's at £30 might as well be £300 to me. I haven't got it. And there's a load of other people out there that haven't got it. It's again, you're turning something into haves and have-nots, you know. That's pretty sad. And what I've always said is, the people that run YouTube are salespeople from the top to the bottom. Sales. I mean, yeah, I know they have other people that do the technical side of it and that, but it's sales. That's all it is. Yesterday, when I was doing that vid and I was going through the little sections I had to do, part of it was they sent me, oh, that was my usual, I got a whole 36 subs last month. That's a good month. You know, this bloke's got 1 million subs. This is how he did it. And improve your revenue by turning on, you're almost there, turn on joining memberships and join. And when you look at it, I looked at it when they started doing all this super thanks and all this, they take a cut out of it, a big cut, and they don't give the people the choice to, hey, chuck Gav 20 pence. You know, like charities are now, it's all £20 in the UK. Every advert they put up on the, again, which drives people off mainstream TV, £20, give us 90. When I was a youngster, it was literally, give what you could afford. Not anymore. It's like because the charities are run by salespeople, and that's all it is. Yeah, there might be a benefit right down. By the time you've paid all the executives, all the salespeople, all the blah blah blah, and you get to the very bottom of the thing, maybe a particular charity might get, you know, as in to help people on the ground, might get a tiny percentage. And to me, that's how like YouTube's run. I said to one of the guys, I think it was Ronald. For me, YouTube, you can't make us like a television broadcaster. This is bespoke. It's a whole raft of different content creators from around the globe, all putting up. Yes, right. Let's first start. They all put up their hobbies: figure painting, modelling, motorbike riding, flower arranging, you know, whatever, mountain climbing, drawing cartoons, whatever it is. It's all these little communities of people, never mixed probably, but everybody's got a little place. And I've always said it's brilliant for, and when I say networking, I don't mean networking in a case for monetary gain. I mean just networking as in, but you know, I've got marries all across the States, across Europe, Japan, Australia, Canada, everywhere. I even get the odd one from South America, if you like, Chile and that from time to time. And it's brilliant, you know, you're sharing your passion, what you enjoy doing, and you're suddenly not an anorak anymore, you know what I mean? Now that, you know, some of the people, I mean, I've had to bin several of the comments, I mean, anywhere from because I fly my Ukrainian flag to literally how I spell things. I'm always going to, you know, this type of video will always attract the bell ends out there. It's just how it is. But you just, yeah, I'm at a loss at how YouTube surely can see where this is going to go, just like the mainstream television companies are going down the tubes, you know. YouTube down the tubes. It's bespoke. You can't turn us all into a shark frenzy, piranha frenzy of salespeople, because we're not. We're modelers, we're all painters, we're everything under the sun. We're not your stooges. As I say, I absolutely understand that YouTube needs to make money. It's a company, and I said this on when I've been griping up in the past. It's the only game in town, really. If we did go to, if another company set up another video format like YouTube, they would sell it off the minute they got enough of us on there, and it would go straight down the YouTube route again. But so yeah, blah 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 blah, ramble. I'm personally, I don't think I'm ever going to put a mid-roll advert on anymore. I'm not doing it to you. I don't want it done to me. I would prefer if, and it probably won't happen, but I'd prefer if YouTubers out there that make videos don't put mid-roll adverts on. They're going to force us. I can see this in a year or 18 months. We will have no say then. What they will just put ads all through our videos, and you will either have to pay your premium, which will then obviously go up and up and up, or you will. You know, you'll have to sit through all the ads. I don't do it on the terrestrial TV. I don't watch any terrestrial TV apart from the news and The Chase when I'm making our tea. And the daily politics, because I like to know what the swines are up to. I don't have any political persuasions. I just like to know what the gits are trying to, you know, stab us in the back with next. It's a daily politics is an afternoon lunchtime show. We don't want to meet in your lunch. But that's all I watch. Very occasionally, again, we were forced out of being able to watch the football on the mainstream television. You have to pay for it. I occasionally watch a football match, but that's about it. I just, yeah, I was going to make this a short one, and it's turned into a right ramble. But so, if you watch my channel, the few of you that do, I will not be putting mid-roll ads on unless it changes, because it's giving them the carte blanche to do whatever they want to do with the ads, and I ain't having it. So I've lost money there, but as I would say to anybody thinking of doing the mid-roll ads, you make hardly anything unless you're going to, none of us, or the vast majority of us, aren't going to be Plasmos and Uncle Night Shift. You know, we are going to be going from 200 or 300 subs to 10,000, 20,000 subs. You know, there's very few of us are going to break through that barrier of you know, the next stage type of stuff. So in a way of like, I suppose, because YouTube ain't give a damn, they ain't gonna listen to this video, in a way of fighting back, but also trying to keep the last bit of community spirit of what YouTube has always been about still going. I'm not doing the ads in the middle. I will do them at the end and the beginning. Nobody watches the end ones, and the beginning I might as well make a couple of pence out of it, and I literally make about 4 pence a month on most of my videos. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no real money in it. All those people that 1,000 subs and then I can monetize. Yeah, you'll buy yourself a few little treats, but you ain't gonna be making a living out of it, apart from a couple of the guys that are doing it. And as I say, I'm not knocking them guys. Gary from Gary's Stuff, he does it commercially, but he does it still as what I would call a community member. He still visits my channel and helps me out with a kind comment, and I'll stick with him through thick and thin, because you know decent people when you see them. Nigel's not modelling bench. I don't do a lot on Nigel's side of things, but he's another one. For all the business side, and it is business to a degree, there's a strong community ethic in him, as in, I want to show you how to make a model, how he makes a model. As he always says, there's loads of other ways of making models, but this is my way of doing it, and that's community. That's people still in there. Yeah, they want to pay the bills and still do their channels, so they do it that way, and I've got no problems with that. And the same with the guys that ask for coffees and Patreons and all that stuff. I'm not a fan of keeping stuff behind paywalls. I'm really not a fan of that. That ain't community. That is business, and I get that as well, but that's not what I'm talking about. I want to, and also, if I could demonetize, but they're sticking videos on everybody's ads anyway, ads on everybody's videos anyway. So you might as well make a few pence a month on each video than no pence, you know. But I cannot see me going back to putting mid-roll adverts on. I don't know yet if I can stop them putting the card on. I'm not sure if I'm allowed, if I can do that anymore. That might just be a feature of it now. You put a vid up, they stick a card in that corner. A little suggestion: I don't normally I always watch everything on YouTube on my computer, because I'm at this desk literally hours on end. So it's on my laptop, and I've got a bigger screen here. I don't blow make it bigger. I never bother. I'll just watch it small style, because I'm painting, modelling, whatever I'm doing, and then I'm looking up as I go. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm more listen to things, and then if I hear a particular thing, I might even scroll back and then rewatch Jeff Donahue. You know, if I've missed something visually. But if you make it into the big screen, I was complaining on the last video that on my own video, this bloody card was obscuring my little HMS Bristol ship I was trying to show bits of. It also obscures, you know, they tell us, put these little buttons that you press on, you know, for people to subscribe. Oh, well, now we'll put a skip button over the top of it, and nobody can see it anyway, or even access it. Oh dear. But yeah, if you go to press the thing on the you know, where you can have subtitles and all that underneath the video, if you press there where they have the little square and make it bigger, that card will it won't disappear, but it moves slightly, and you can actually see. I was watching Jeff's video at the end, Jeff Donahue, scale modelling. I should be an agent for Jeff. Yeah, go and I was watching his video, and I thought, oh, here we go again. He said, it's no fault of Jeff's. He's got no say in it. The card was obscuring what he was trying to show me. Well, us. And I I pressed the big. I thought, I wonder if anything happens if I press the big screen, and it did. It moved it enough that I could see all of what Jeff was doing without this card. It was still obscuring very slightly, but not a lot. So that's a top tip for you. But yeah, so yeah, I would say to any channel content providers out there, have a think about it. I used to think the money was worth it with the skippable ads, and I still do, as in worth me putting them on. The money to me is not worth wrecking your video, and it is wrecking your video, because it's literally now, you know, you put a 20-minute video up and by the time you've got 12 minutes of ads, you know, and as I say, YouTube, you ain't going to listen, but you've got what you wanted. Google, YouTube, when you took it over, you already had a game plan right from the start. You know, every year or a couple of years, something else gets, you know, the screws get tightened down more. I'm not leaving. I really thought yesterday I was going to just jack it all in and just bog off, which I know would please a lot of you out there. But I thought, well, this is the thing that helps my head. This is why I'm on here. It helps my PTSD and stuff. So I thought, for the moment, I'm not going anywhere. It's the only game in town. I've got a Facebook. I can't put. It's the video aspect I like. It's the talking to the camera, even if it's only with my hands, you know, whatever. But just talking to the camera is what I like. I'm not really going to get that with Facebook, and a lot of the guys aren't on Facebook, and I'm only on it just to show me painted figures off. You won't see anything about me on there. I was on Instagram, and I got off that last year. I was thinking of restarting that, only for actually doing my Warhammer stuff. I don't know yet. So yeah, this is really the only game in town. Yes, for the guys that want to put the ad blockers on, and I say it's not so much just my own enjoyment of people's videos. It's people, tongue-in-cheek, enjoying my videos. But I don't want to do it to people. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be a salesperson for bloody YouTube. You know, it's not right. They've got this one massively wrong, and it's like our communities are like some Ming porcelain vase, and they're going to drop it, and that's going to be a real shame. They won't learn, because again, it's sales. There's no room for, all it is more money for the shareholders. Then the person that's driving it gets their bonus, and blah blah blah, you know. So there you go. All I really wanted to say was to the channel content people out there, we no longer have the say on what type of video formats we use. They've taken that off us. And to the viewers out there, don't blame us. Well, you can blame people for putting them on in the middle and just hurling ads at you, because they know what, you know, they know what YouTube's doing, and if they want to go along with that, that's their thingy. But I'm here because it helps my mental health, and I really love showing off what I do. It's not brilliant, but I like being part of it, and I like being part of all the Maras out there, whether they've got channels or whether they haven't. It's been, you know, it's been good for me. Yeah, I mean, you get the haters, the trolls, you know, the gimps out there. You think with a busted head it would bother me, and they never have done. I'm in hell already. You can't put me any deeper in there. You know? So them, I actually quite way out. Don't even respond to them. They just clear them out. So yeah, YouTube's changing bit by bit, and it's changing a hell of a lot for the worse. But all we can do is, as I say, my own little thing. Don't put mid-roll adverts on. They won't get the money. You won't get. You know, forced to sit through a whole load of crud to watch my crud. As I say, front videos, front and back. they're going to do it to, or they do it to us anyway, there's no point in me taking those off and demonetising. So I don't think anyway, because they've already said they'd started off, usually they say it's an experiment, but it isn't. And they said last year, I think it was, it could have been the year before, but I think it was last year, they said, you know, more or less everybody's having front and back ads. So yeah, there you go. Just wanted to put you straight. If you could stick the whole video. I'm told by my analyticals that for that 18-minute video, 3 minutes was watched. Brilliant. But thank you very, very much. If you have got to the end of this, it's more of a rant, isn't it, really? But I'm not putting rant, because again, that's just trying to get people in, and I ain't doing that either. But yeah, you know, thank you very much for all your kind words and the different advice you gave me, because that's what I was asking for. And you know, a load of people stepped up to the plate, and people I hadn't met or known before, and all of you, I really appreciate it. So back to normal. Back to cruddy painting and modelling videos. As I say, I just wanted to put you straight what I'd found out and what I was going to do with it. So look after yourselves. Support your channel content creators as best you can. Obviously vote with your feet if you want to. But yeah, just we're not... There are people out here who are mercenary. There are people who are out there that, and I'm who really do think that it's going to be a place to make a you know, big chunk of income. And I'd say to anybody, it's not. They really do screw you out of every penny. You know, it's not. You'd have to get a hell of a lot of views and a hell of a lot of subs and stuff to really even add to your household income. So think twice before you play the game and make people's viewing of your hobby, because most of us are here as a hobby. Don't let them turn your hobby into just another way, you know, just sales stuff. It really isn't worth it. I really truly believe they will force that on us, whether it's next year or the year after. They seem to be doing everything in increments. They've obviously got a game plan long term. I would imagine, again, we'll be told we'll be making extra money, but I think they're turning YouTube more or less into like a television company. You know, you will have for a half-hour comedy show, you know, you'll probably actually have 20 minutes of comedy show and the rest adverts. It was just, you know, that's where it's going. Anyway, stop going backwards and forwards, Gav, and just say goodbye to the kind Maras out there. Look after yourselves, Maras, and we'll speak soon on another video.